Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. Today we'll be learning about the upcoming career fair here on campus. My guest is Coordinator of Career Services, Lauren Cole. Thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, sure, great.
And career fair coming up, the spring career fair, pretty big deal. A lot of students looking to graduate here at the end of the semester, looking for that potential first job. Talk a little about the career fair and what students can expect out of it.
Okay, so this is our largest fair. We call it our All Majors Fair. So it's coming up on April 1st, which is next Wednesday. And we are actually having about 50 employers coming and lots of students that are getting ready to graduate looking for those jobs. But there are some internships available too. So we welcome any student of any age that wants to come.
And of course, the career fair for those students, the uninitiated students out there who don't know, it's an opportunity to meet face-to-face with employers. There'll be booths and tables for them to come up, but talk about maybe like what a typical interaction might be between an employer and a student.
Okay, well, we recommend that students have actually practiced a little bit what they're going to say when they approach an employer. Reach your hand out, shake their hand, smile. We call it an elevator speech. Many students may have heard that before. If you walk into a building for an interview and there you are on the elevator with the CEO all of a sudden, you've got it from floor 1 to say floor 10 to kind of get across to him or her your spiel about why you should be hired. So that's a little 20 or 30-second spiel about yourself that's career oriented. So that's what you should approach employers with.
And so, and with this, also some other tips that you might give them. What should they have ready and prepared with them whenever they go to see some of these employers?
Right. Definitely bring some copies of your resume. We review resumes all the time in the Career Center. We're in 104 Eldridge. We'd love to look at some before then, or even if it's not right before the fair, we'll look at those anytime. But they should bring their resumes because that's the contact information. That's their link the employers can contact them through. But they should also try to dress professionally. We recommend suits, especially if they're getting ready to graduate and need that job, but at least professional dress so that they're coming across as very prepared. There's also a place on our website, we call it Trojan Link, where they can go in and look at all the employers who are attending. Okay. And one of the best things they can do is research the company so they can see what type of positions they're hiring, and they walk up to the employer knowledgeable about at least what the company or the business has to offer and what they do.
And of course, and that would be crucial for a student who, especially if they're looking for something in their career field.
That's right.
And they might have an opportunity to be able to see specifically what's there and not be completely unfamiliar with what they're walking up to. So.
Yeah, I think an employer will feel like you really haven't done your homework and you're not that interested in us if you have no idea what goods or services we even offer. And
so now for the students there you talked about that are looking for a job, obviously this is the time of year where students are looking to graduate. And you talked about the elevator speech, but which is important. But one of the things about a career fair is the fact that this is your first contact with someone who might be your future employer.
Yes.
So for a lot of people, they should consider this like a job interview, right?
They should. First impressions cannot be forgotten. And in the job industry and job hunting, with how competitive it is, especially for entry-level jobs, there's really no second chances. So once you meet that employer, you're probably going to meet a recruiter or someone in human resources at the fair. They are going to be the ones who decide that first cut whether you make it or not. So this is crucial to make a good first impression.
Now, we've been talking about the fact that people who are about to graduate, the seniors, but it's not necessarily just for the seniors. There are opportunities, you talked about internships, but for anybody, an underclassman, this is a good chance to kind of get your feet wet in the career finding environment.
Yeah, 2 points to that. First of all, everybody needs practice communicating with employers, especially if you're a little nervous about doing that. And also, this is a good time for maybe even lower classmen to look around and see, oh, what all jobs are out there that I'm interested in. It's a good career exploration opportunity too.
And so, and then you mentioned there the internship option as well, because there's students out there that are looking for those internships, and some of these businesses that are going to be there, they're here for internships as well.
They are, and a lot of the businesses, they want to get to know the students a little bit younger. They kind of want to grow with them through their college career, and some of these employers might not have a job right this second, but they're thinking, hey, I know I've got an opportunity coming up in 6 months or a year. So they want to kind of have some students in the pipeline ready to go. So I would encourage all students to come, and if that's not enough, they can win a raffle prize, they can win a Fitbit, bracelet, and they can get free professional headshots
Okay.
when they come in. We recommend they use those for maybe a LinkedIn profile or a portfolio.
Okay.
They can have those taken when they enter the fair.
All right, now the career fair is coming up on April 1st, but if they need any help before then, where can they
Yes.
find you?
104 Eldridge Hall. We're
Okay.
there 8 to 5 all day, all during the week.
All right, now once again, and tell us about career fair, when and where?
Yep, April 1st, Sartain Hall from 10 to 3. It's a come and go. I'd plan on spending at least 30, 45 minutes to an hour.
All right, and dress professionally.
Yes,
Have
bring your
resumes
resumes.
ready, and expect to have that first job interview
That's
at the
right.
career fair.
That's it.
Well, here's hoping that a lot of students take advantage of it, and maybe they'll find their
be
first
great.
first job out of college. So thanks for joining me today.
Okay, thank you.
And thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk.